Oh, hell no. Hold on, wait a minute. Fucked up. Classic.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
1. Oh, that's something else I need to talk about. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad you said that because there's something else I need to talk about.
Sometimes the I've been remind you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, what's up? Unique Mecca Audio.
What up?
All right, Mecca Audio in the building. We appreciate you checking us out. So yeah, man, we got a lot to talk about. You know, we're gonna slide through it though, because you know, we got a lot. So we missed last week's show. You know, that was my fault. My fault.
See, we gotta get in. Look, man, they thought they could hold us down. We back.
Yes, sir.
They thought they could just cancel the show.
They could cancel us, son.
But we back.
We back in the building.
You know, it's back. Ah!
Yes, sir.
No, I'm wild.
Thank y'all for checking us out another week. I see we got a couple people on Instagram. Yep. See, we got Facebook and everything going. You know, we live everywhere, YouTube, all of that. So welcome to Triad Hip Hop Podcast. This is your man Kurt, and this is
Howie.
And this is episode 222.
222.
So,
I got an answer machine that can talk to you. Hey, how you doing? Sorry you can't get through. Why don't you leave your name and your number, and I'll get back to you. Yeah. Sorry,
that was just on a few minutes.
Yeah, I had to do that.
Just listening to that. So, yeah.
Man.
But
ring.
But yeah, man. So like I said, this is episode 222. Last week we missed because I had to go to a wedding. One of my best friends that I grew up with got married, and you know, shout out to him. And you saw the pictures. It was a country themed wedding, so I had on a cowboy hat and all this.
Welcome to bondage,
right? Welcome to bondage.
Welcome to bondage.
But yeah, man, it was a nice wedding though. We had fun, you know.
Oh yeah, I caught me. I was like, yeah, y'all niggas look like y'all just got out of posse,
right?
Like, y'all just got. Like I hang with Kane and everybody.
It didn't look like you came out of posse. It was fun though. You know. But yeah, so you know, I just wanted to kind of acknowledge that. So we back again. We got a few things to talk about. How was your week this week, though?
Week was a little long, man. You know, schoolwork and all that stuff, man. And yeah, man, it just, you know, with all that stuff going on, but we're gonna get through it. Even when things look bad, I think things working in my favor. Okay. I want to give the Most High that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So yeah, so it's. Hey man, it's working. I forgot where that was from, but yeah, man, man. How was your week?
My week was good. It was a little long, you know, but it was good. You know what I mean? I had fun, like I said, because of the wedding. You know, got to do something out of the ordinary. Because at first I was like, I got the invitation. It said it was a country theme, and I was like, oh man, so they wanted to dress up like cowboys and shit. At first, I was going to go all out. I was going to get some spurs and all of that shit. But then I was like, nah, I ain't going to go that far. But I did give me a nice shirt and a cowboy hat, you know, and I had to look down, you know. So it was nice, you know what I mean? So, but other than that, it was a good week, you know, just having, it was just, you know, the memories of getting to see all your friends you ain't seen in a while, come together for the wedding and all of that, meeting a new family from the other side. So yeah, but other than that, man, work was work. Same old with that, and you know, it is what it is. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into some things. We got a few people that you know that we lost that we want to kind of acknowledge. So first, we want to acknowledge Henry Robert Witherspoon, which is Kevin Hart's dad.
Oh shit! Sorry,
got the bad boy.
Nah,
bad boy.
Well, it's the
Warriors.
Yeah, the Warriors.
Okay.
Come out and play. Yeah, sorry about that, folks.
Oh, you good, man. But yeah, so Henry Robert Witherspoon, he passed. I know that was hard for Kev, man, because his dad was becoming a big part of his life. Not becoming, but you know what I mean. I think they grew closer as he got older. You know what I mean? Because he talked about a lot of the trials and tribulations, dad being on drugs and all that when he was younger, and now that dad's cleaned himself up, they're getting a better relationship. So I felt like, I'm sure that probably hit him hard.
I like the fact too, not to cut,
No,
but one thing I can respect about Kevin is he could have took the easy route and just trashed his pops for being like, oh, he wasn't there. And
right.
That, and the third. He could have done that, but he took the hot. It's like, nah, let me salvage. Let me kind of salvage this relationship.
Yeah, and I think that's important.
One thing I can say, Kevin might do some. He might do some outlandish shit sometimes, but you could tell he does have like some solid qualities about him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So, absolutely, man. But yeah, and so, just wanted to send our condolences to him. We also lost, somebody who's a beacon for the country era, and that's Loretta Lynn, super country. We were just talking about her. And then, we also want to acknowledge there's been a lot of shootings going on here in North Carolina, man. I was telling Howie there was an older guy. He was like 70-something and shot this young girl who was like maybe 20, 30-something. I'm like, dude, you supposed to be about in your deathbed, not in your deathbed, but, you're supposed to be somewhere relaxing.
You on the way up.
Right. You're supposed to be relaxing, enjoying life now, not trying to go out and, take care of some vendetta. Basically, he mistaken this girl for somebody else. So this girl was completely innocent, but somebody else who had it in for this old guy, he thought this girl was in on it. I think he was like a conspiracy theorist, and so he ended up shooting an innocent person for no reason. And that's a shame, man. I really felt bad. And then we had the mass shooting in Raleigh, where several people lost their lives. I thought that was just really sad, man. I'm like, and this was a 15-year-old kid that did this one.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah,
a 15-year-old.
They brought him in alive.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they wanted information.
Right. Didn't he shoot up like a bunch of young kids or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I think he shot up like some young situation, like maybe a daycare or some shit like that. I don't know, but
not to cut your wisdom too. Like so, my neck of the woods, there was two brothers. The one brother stabbed, killed him, and the brother that did the stabbing and killing killed himself. And it was in my
brother didn't kill himself.
It was in the neck of the woods of where my stomping grounds in Randolph County. I don't recall where in Randolph County, but then there's another one where a guy went to help a woman that was calling for help. The woman ended up attacking the guy. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know how bad it was, but yeah, that was in Randolph County. So I just want to let y'all know, I live in High Point where it's safe. I think I live there, right?
Right. R2G2 know what we talking about.
Like, nigga, High Point, safe. High, you had to get like Soulja Boy. High Point. Right. You mean I'm playing with niggas get shot?
Man. The home of Fantasia Barrino, and what's his name? Rico Barrino. Remember him?
Rico Barrino?
Yeah, that's her brother.
Oh, yeah. Nah.
He was trying to make a name for
himself.
He
was trying to make it, but he didn't make it.
Yeah, I don't think he made it. but yeah, High Point, it's a little gangster, but Greensboro is getting bad too, man. And G-Borough and G-Borough stand for gangster now too, man.
Oh, shoot, bro, man, shit. You especially go on the north end, don't fuck with the north end, Greensboro.
For me, the gangster part is the south side, man. I ain't gonna lie. Over there in the MLK and all of that area, the Dust Bowl. Listen, that used to be the gangster area. You didn't want to go there. And I don't know how it is nowadays. I don't really go over there too much. They kind of gentrified it a little bit more these days.
Oh yeah,
a lot of white folks over there now.
Yeah, it's like hot. We're gonna live on Martin Luther King.
Right.
He had a dream and everything.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna put up some lattes, fucking pumpkin spice for fall.
Exactly. But yeah, so
anyway,
we just wanted to, we don't mean to laugh too much, but we wanted to acknowledge the people who lost their lives, and let's go ahead and just give them a moment of silence to pay our respects. All right. Thank y'all for doing that with us. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the show here. You got a question of the day for us, man, because we got a lot going on with people like Kanye and Charleston White and all that. We're going to talk about that, but what's your question of the day?
Okay, so my question today is Kanye West and Charleston White, are they toxic for the Black community?
Are they toxic? I can say, in my opinion, not 100%, but I do think in small ways they are both a little toxic. I'm not a big fan of Charleston White because I think he's a little reckless for what he says, and Kanye, he can be toxic when he's not on his meds. You know what I mean? Sometimes he'll just kind of say the wrong things that kind of triggers people, but sometimes I don't really find fault with Kanye, so that's why I say it's not all the time. Sometimes I'm like, okay, you got to think like this man thinks to really understand him. But sometimes I'm like, okay, yeah, that was a little out of left field, bro. You remember when he was doing that little thing on TV, and he was like, George Bush does not like black people, and the dude standing next to Michael Bush, he was like, okay. So we're gonna move on now.
cut the But so, that was man.
He was speaking from his heart, and I get it. He was just using that platform. You know what I mean?
And so that's the thing. Look, because we'll probably get into. Can we just go ahead and get into it now?
Sure.
Since we're talking about, because with Kanye, with the whole anti-Semitic stuff, the whole, I think that's that's the thing about it. It's just and Chase Bank canceled his PayPal or something like that. I heard about that.
Chase Bank canceled.
Yeah, so it's like a couple other organizations. Yeah, but that's the thing though. It trips me out. It's like, so y'all are saying that it's racist or anti-Semitic for people to say that y'all control everything, but then when y'all do stuff like that, we can't do that.
We can't cancel this.
We can't. The worst thing we can do as not even just black people, just regular working ass people. The worst thing we can do, we can get mad about it. Maybe have a grievance. Yeah. Maybe it's like, okay, I can't buy from this person. Y'all made a motherfucker close down pretty much his livelihood.
Yeah, his monetary livelihood.
His livelihood. That ain't got nothing to do, you know what I'm saying? The dude worked and did, he earned that money. Yeah. And y'all just put a system in place that y'all get like a little kickback from him earning it.
Yeah.
Why you
he called people out for having too much power, and then y'all said we don't like that, so we're gonna show you just how much we have.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? What part of the game is this?
I don't get it.
Yeah, and now I will say this too. What he said, like the Twitter quote, he should have kind of dialed that back a little bit, because that was a little rough. Even if I don't agree with said community, he probably shouldn't have did that. But now the other stuff that he was saying, he's not lying. How can, if you're anti-Semitic, if Semitic people are people that look like you and me, how can we be against ourselves?
Exactly.
Right?
Right. To be honest, but that's why I said sometimes I don't fault Kanye too much, because I get where he's going. But I think that it's they don't like the way he says it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I do think that they're going a little too far with canceling his money, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
it's crazy.
But I think, and he actually, which I haven't get a chance to see it, the stuff on Tucker Carlson. You know, he
Right.
actually went to his show. I mean, there was a lot
Bill Maher. I think you went to Bill Maher.
I didn't see that
Yeah.
one. I didn't hear about that one. But see, that's the thing. I mean, there's things, you know, the way people are looking at this. That's why I like when he with the whole White Lives Matter shirt and all that stuff. When he came out there with Candace Owens and all that stuff. We'll talk about her a little later. I don't want to sound cliche when I say this, but I didn't jump the gun and be like, oh, you know, white life, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't jump the gun on that because, like,
Right.
okay, there's got to be a reason
Right.
why he's doing that. He don't do, even when he does some, you know, some bullshit, there's some reason when he does it.
Right.
So I kind of just eased up. I said, let me see where this goes.
Right.
But because of that, and like I said, I know, especially with the Hebrew Israelite community and others, yeah, like some of the stuff he's talking about is low hanging fruit. I can respect that. But what I can also say, like, well, it's gonna take someone like Kanye to be able to get that message out there. And it's also going to take someone like Kanye to get, like, as far as like the, you know, what he said on Tucker, Carl, what's his name? Carl
Tucker Carlson?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Man, he got like fucking 2 last names and shit. But anyway, so like what he was saying is like, yeah, you know, we as black people, some of the stuff that you guys have, like access to, you know, access to your own community, like a bank. We as black people need that.
Right.
He's not lying.
Yeah.
He's not. There's nothing he ain't lying about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody's. But the problem is that they're pushing even with Charleston White, they're pushing the crazy in front of your face and pushing the outlandish stuff in front of your face, so you'll be repulsed by it. You gotta understand, these people, not these people. Let me put it like this: the powers that be gives you a certain viewpoint. They give you your hero. They give you your villain.
Right.
Hegelian dialect. Whether you agree with that shit or not, it exists. They give you your hero. They give you your villain. They trying to ostracize them. Look at all the crazy stuff you're doing. Look at all the crazy stuff he's doing. But they're not really paying. But you're not. If you don't really sit down and listen to what they're saying, just like with the whole slavery is a choice thing, they took that clip, they took that clip, they ran it, they was like, oh, slavery is a choice,
Right.
Harriet Tubman, saying that, she wasn't no boss because she didn't, you know, she got these people out of, you know, she got these people out of slavery, going back into slavery, working for, you know, but you know what I'm saying? But I was, you know, and I'll talk about that again. I'm sorry about going on about this.
No, you good.
But it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like they give you this, and like I said, if you just sit down and listen to what they're saying, I was like, okay, he's not lying. Some stuff is low hanging fruit, yeah, because what they're trying to do, at least that's the way I feel. They're trying to get the masses to wake up. They're like with Charleston White, he was saying like, yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, I want to be the snitch nigga. He opened out front with like, look, I want to be the snitch nigga. I want to be where the drug dealers come up like, yeah, that's that bitch ass nigga again come over here trying to tell, you know, because he's tired of this shit. He understands that this is a detriment to our community. So it's going to take people like me, you know, it's like the old Ice Cube and the new Ice Cube, according to the Democratic Party, but you know, it got to be the nigga you love to hate.
Yeah.
In order to get some shit straight.
Yeah.
And that's all I gotta say about that. I'm sorry that was a long, but you know what I'm saying? I think
we need that.
Yeah.
I mean, and this is just all related to our question of the day. You know, is Kanye and Charleston White toxic to the community? And, you know, we just giving our opinion. So y'all feel free to put that in the comments. You know, Charleston White, I mean, sometimes, I have to say, I think with him, about 70 to 80% of the time, I don't really agree with him.
Yeah.
But there's a couple of times when I'm like, okay, I feel you on that. I feel you actually. You know what I mean? So did we lose our speaker?
Yeah, we lose. Yeah,
okay.
Cutting back on this.
Yeah. But so yeah, I mean, it's an interesting thing. I mean, they're both very outspoken. Charleston White, I think he's a lot more outspoken, even more than Kanye. Kanye just sometimes he'll get quiet and he won't say nothing. He'll just kind of lay back in the cut. But then sometimes, you know, when you can tell when he ain't on the meds, you know, he like fuck everybody in the club. You know what I mean? But I think Kanye is one of those guys where you have to try to put yourself in his shoes and really understand where he's going with it. You know, the White Lives Matter, you know, I'm sure that was him just trying to just spark something in people. You know what I mean? I don't think he really just hates black people in general or anything like that. It's just, you know, Kanye wants to start a conversation. And so I wouldn't wear that. You know, I ain't gonna lie to you. I wouldn't wear that because it's not that I don't think white lives matter. They absolutely do. It's just that they always matter. We just want inclusivity. We want to be part of that shit. So there's no point in it for me. You know what I mean?
Just let us have our own shit and leave us the fuck alone.
Right. That part. So yeah. So then, you know, that's all, you know. But anyway, you know, y'all let us know in the comments, you know, what y'all think about that question of the day, you know, because you know, they both spark a lot of conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Anyway, all right. I guess we can go ahead and jump into some birthdays real quick.
Yep. Sorry about that.
No, you good, man. I only got a handful. Back on October 2nd, we had my man Proof from Detroit, Eminem's homeboy. Rest in peace to him. Hate that he passed on because I feel like he would have had a pretty good career. He was a pretty dope lyricist.
Proof was like probably the nicest that whole shit.
Right.
And McVeigh and
right.
And Swift.
Yeah, man. So yeah, he was definitely going places, man. So you know, his birthday was on October 2nd. On October 3rd, we had two people, ASAP Rocky and Black Thought. Didn't realize they shared a birthday. So that's kind of dope. So happy birthday to them. On October 4th, we had the legend Jazz O. And also Little Mama. She had a birthday. They both had a birthday on the same day.
Okay.
On the 6th, we had my man Rozelle. Yeah, the beatboxer.
I know.
Yes, sir. So legendary member of the Roots crew. On the 8th, we had legend CL Smooth.
Okay.
And my man G Herbo. They both have a birthday on the same day. On October 11th, we had a few people. We had Napoleon from the not the West Coast, from New Jersey, from the Outlaws. And then two of the female rappers, Cardi B and MC Lyte, both share that same day.
Okay.
So happy birthday to all three of them. On the 13th, we had my man Freaky Zeke. Happy birthday to him.
Freaky Zeke.
And my very own brother Daryl, his birthday is on the 13th as well. So happy birthday to all of them. Let's give them all some claps.
Oh,
yes, sir. Yeah, so happy birthday to them. So yeah, let's go ahead and move into some music. I only got a little bit of music, not too much. Just want to announce my man Crooked Eye and Joel Ortiz dropped a song called Drip Club. It was dope. I don't know if any of y'all heard it, but you should go out and check that out. It's dope. My man RJ Payne dropped something called Bullets and Broken Glass. I like it because it features two legends, Bun B and Ice-T.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, yep. And you know, I mentioned this before, but MC Search is about to drop a new song coming up in a few days on the 21st called Round Here. So I'm pretty excited because he's been playing little snippets of it, just like, you know, giving you an idea what the beats sound like, stuff like that. So sounds like it goes pretty hard. And I think that's it for my music. So, you know, we're going to go ahead and jump into some topics because we got quite a few.
I think Griselda supposed to be dropping something. I heard something.
Oh, yeah?
Okay. I think I seen Westside, what's my man, Westside Gun.
Yeah.
He was talking to, what's the boy's name? Not the boy, I don't like that. Rosenberg. He was talking to him about, he was talking to him about like who they got on a project. They got there. He named some names.
Wow, that's what's up, man. So shout out to Griselda. You know, can't wait to hear that.
Yeah, yeah, man. They man.
Yeah, them dudes is doing it, man.
They definitely locks 2.0.
Yeah, I give you that.
They locks 2.0.
So yeah, anything Griselda, man. I don't think I've heard anything that they've done and I'm like, oh, that's whack. You know what I mean? I've always heard it and I'm like, oh, that's dope. You know, it's just standard Griselda. That's that high standard of dopeness. You know. So yeah, anyway, but yeah, let's go ahead and jump into some topics. I was gonna see if you wanted to talk about the fact that it's Hispanic Heritage Month first. You okay with that?
Yeah, we can definitely talk about that because one, like I said, cause we probably gonna segue into something else.
Right.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, man, let's talk about that. I shared a clip with you. I forgot the gentleman's name.
Shit.
Yeah, Schick. That's his graffiti name. Yeah. I don't know if his actual MC name.
He said he used that as his MC name.
Okay, cool deal.
He said it was after the Schick Razor.
Yeah, so which was very clever. And so he was actually not the first Spanish rapper, because you can give that to Ruby D and Whipper Whip. But he was actually the first one to actually put it on wax.
Yeah. Track.
So shout out to that dude,
so that's dope, man. Shout out to Schick.
Let me give.
I'm just learning.
I heard that record before. I remember it was on Sugar Hill, but I mean it's just been a while, and I was like, I was thinking it was Ruby D or something, but I was like, well, wait a minute, nah, Ruby D and all that, they weren't Sugar Hill,
right?
You know what I'm saying? They was, you know.
But yeah, we definitely want to shout out all the Hispanic, Latino, people who contributed to hip hop. The majority of graffiti artists were actually Hispanic. You know what I mean? Yeah. Puerto Rican, Latino. You know what I mean? And I mean, I used to do graffiti, but I actually copied my graffiti name from somebody else. You know what I mean? I wanted to have a graffiti name, and it was I couldn't think of a good tag, and so I used to see a couple of signs around the Bronx that said Trim. And so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make that my graffiti name. I'm gonna be like Trim Jr. or something like that. So, they would make these big murals like, that said Trim. And I would just do these little small graffiti tags that said Trim, you know what I mean? And so, it was, I don't know whoever did the original, but they probably would have kicked my ass if they knew I was biting their shit.
You can't bite their shit. But you kind of did something original because, like you said, you did the smaller joint.
Yeah.
So yeah, the little Trim Jr.
Yeah.
So that's actually kind of smart.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, let's that's a thing too, man, because let's this whole argument like, oh, Latin started first and Black people started first, Caribbean started first.
Right.
Let's just say that, hey, to the pioneers, to those who paved the way for hip hop, so we can, like I said, so we can do all this stuff. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's it. That's all.
Whether you're really Black, Latino, Caribbean, because there was even some white people. This music first started out from the poor and disfranchised. Yeah. So if you were a part of that, thank you. That's it.
Exactly. I mean, one of the biggest contributors to hip hop was a white dude, Jewish, named Rick Rubin. I believe he's Jewish.
Oh yeah.
But, and so everybody contributed. I don't know. We ain't gonna figure out who exactly was the first, but it was a melting pot. It was mostly Black people. You got some Hispanic people in there. You got some Caribbean Islanders and all of that. But we all contributed, so that's what's most important. And thank you, like you said, to all those pioneers who helped to put it all together. Cool Herc, Grandmaster Caz, Grand Wizard Theodore, Flash, all of them dudes, man. Whipper Whip, all of them, man. I mean, doing it, man. So
speaking of Whipper Whip, yo, the DJ Premier Primo tribute with the Wild Style joint.
Yeah.
That was dope.
That was dope, man.
Man, that was beautiful.
I should have shared that on our Facebook page.
Oh, can't ball, y'all can't ball. Cold Crush. That's my favorite part of that movie.
Yeah.
Whip. All that. That I'm sorry, man. That classic radio voice with the man. That's just that's just classic to me.
Yeah,
I love that shit.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of golden voices from the early days of hip hop,
man.
Because that was a big part of it. Just having a voice that really, got people's attention. And so, that gave birth to people like Flavor Flav. You know what I mean?
Yeah, boy.
Exactly. So yeah, but yeah, so just wanted to mention that, for Hispanic heritage, shout out to all the Latino, Hispanic, whatever part of the Hispanic culture you come from, whether it's Mexican or anything, y'all all contributed, you know what I mean, to the culture. So
yeah, let me clap that up.
Clap that up, man.
Yep, hold on.
Yes, sir.
Which that reminds me, segue into our next topic. Some racist ass Latino named Nuri Martinez.
Yeah, Nuri Martinez. What you said? She's from California.
Yeah, California. Made some racial remarks about like black people or a black child. And yeah.
And what makes it so bad, she's a councilwoman.
Yeah.
So it's like you representing like parts of the city and districts and all of this shit, and it's like, what are you doing?
You know what? Let me make this clear. Y'all people of color, first of all, I want to say welcome.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the United States. We built the shit. All right. Make sure you keep all the shit clean and everything. I don't want y'all to fuck up nothing. All right. Let's get that out the way.
Yeah.
Second thing. Why are y'all mad at us?
Right.
Why do y'all have this colonizing mindset that, black people, this, that? I mean, if y'all see black people, I'm not saying all of us are great, but you should hug the shit out of them.
Right.
You know why? Because if it wasn't for the people in the civil rights movement who fought, and the thing of it is, they fought, and they gave y'all got more rights to enjoy than we do. So y'all should hug black people. Like, look, I want to shout out Moral Technique, because that's one thing he said. He said, thank God for black people.
Yeah.
Because they did a lot of stuff for us. Him being a Latino guy, I think I forgot what type of Latino he was. I know he's not Mexican. I want to say he's Puerto Rican, but I might be wrong. And it might be Puerto Rican because I think he, from New York and stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot of Cubans in New York too. He looks like he could be maybe Cuban.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, but yeah, man, it's like, I don't understand, like, why do y'all hate us? We haven't come to you. Did black people come to y'all's house and start like, look, we discovered the house. It's our house now.
Right.
We ain't done that shit. And we come over there and raped and pillaged a bunch of y'all's people and split them up and made them work the land for 400 years and like paid them low. Well, don't even give them raises. Just gave them tattered. Like when we came up to China and be like, we gonna slave these motherfuckers. Like y'all getting tattered clothing and rights.
Right.
I'd be fucked up. We didn't do that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't go to Mexico and be like, yeah, you know what you can do? Y'all gonna work the land. You know what you get? Tattered clothes, tacos. We didn't do that shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's kind of fucked up. But we didn't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, all jokes aside, and I'm just, but yeah, man, like, why y'all? It just drives me nuts. Why y'all have this mindset that, and that what bugs me out, especially with Latinos and Asians. Mm-hmm. Like the white people that you're trying to assimilate, they don't fucking like you.
Right, exactly.
They don't fucking like you. So why are you trying to be like them?
They have created this hierarchy, this classism hierarchy that makes other people like that feel like they're better than us. And the minute that we ain't here, you the next target.
Facts.
You know what I mean? If we was going, you would be public enemy number one.
Facts.
And you just on maybe a step on the totem pole.
Y'all probably like especially like Latinos. Yeah. Not like blacks are here. Latinos are probably like right here. Asians is probably like the closest to white, but white always on top.
Yeah. Exactly.
Until, some shit about to be flipped, but I ain't gonna get into that. But I'm just saying, I'll say it like this, and I know it ain't all white people. I want to make that clear too. It ain't like white people collectively are like as a whole trying to oppress black people, because we do have allies and stuff like that. But the power that be the people that, just like with the Kanye situation, those types of whites that you don't see is living behind this whole illusion and lie and putting money into the lie to prop them up. Because if we get past the illusion, all that stuff falls down.
Right. So, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that really, that bothers me when I see Latino people acting racist towards black people, even more than white people. Because I'm like, you ain't much different from us.
No.
And you doing this shit.
No.
But it is what it is, man.
It's a trip, especially like they, the same people that you're trying to assimilate, they ran you out of your homeland.
Mm-hmm.
Before all this whole stuff with the what is it, the NAFTA and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the other stuff with all the businesses going to Mexico, and they getting, because Mexicans before then they were known for farming, and they living for farming.
Yeah.
But and then that's what I'm saying, mechanized farming ran them out their country, so now they have to go up here to work. And what I'm saying, we as black people did not do that. We don't have, we don't have anything like that. They trying to, speaking of farmers, even with black farmers, ain't it crazy? It's crazy. They made they made it hard for black farmers to get, some type of loans and stuff. It's like, okay, hold on. I thought the goal was to feed America, right?
Right, exactly.
Why are you fucking up with the people ain't really into farming like that right now? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people ain't, what I'm saying? It used to be, especially like back in the 80s, that was like that whole thing. I don't know if you remember, like in class and stuff, it was like, well, it's not good for this person to work in the family business or work on the family farm. He needs to be educated and be somebody. Like, they push that shit, but not understanding, like, no, if you have a farm, you fucking feeding people. So when you're feeding people, you get money. They're not telling you, they're not telling you like it's a responsibility for you to have that. It's good that, it's hard work, but you're actually doing stuff, you know what I'm saying? But and just like with the business. Oh, you're working at your family business? Oh, you don't want to do that. You gotta get an education. You gotta get out there and be somebody.
Right.
But but no, if I have a family restaurant, I'm feeding my family and my community.
Yeah.
But they don't want to give you that side.
Right.
But anyway, I'm sorry. I kind of went in a
Good,
tangent.
man.
I kind of went on a tangent, man. It's just like,
we need to get back to that more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's when society really thrives. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like now they make you feel like, oh, just working in the family business ain't good enough.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. Like, they push that, and now and then like they push all this mechanized farming down here to these, these Latin American, South American countries. And now they coming up here to work, and then they get mad when these influx of people, and like, oh, they're not sending their best, they're sending criminals, and then it's like these people just want to work, and then it's just bullshit. Yeah. But then you hate us,
right?
We ain't got no thing to really do anything.
Exactly.
We ain't got no thing. We didn't come up with that. Like, yeah, we're gonna come out. What we need to do. Me and my counseling of the black people, the Black Council,
the Black Caucus,
the Black Caucus Council. We are the Black Caucus Council. Them motherfuckers. Right. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna do mechanized farming in Mexico. Get these motherfuckers to come over here and work up here and say that they lazy. And it's like, we did not come up with that.
Nope.
We did not come up with that. Not as a collective. Nope. There might have been a few of us in our skin, like, just the push, but what I'm saying, they probably going along to get along.
Yeah, yeah.
But as a collective, no, we didn't. We as black people did not do that shit. So quit hating us. Stop it. It's fucking annoying.
Yeah. Stop the hate.
Stop.
But all right, man. I guess we can go ahead and move on. You want to talk about Candace Owens' little documentary?
Okay, so Candace Owens, speaking since we're on this topic,
right?
Miss White Lives Matter herself has made a documentary. Although I will say I do want to check out this documentary. They're saying that she made a documentary about Black Lives Matter, the organization, and how they scammed out people out of money.
Yeah. I mean, and this is not really news. It's old. We already kind of knew, but I give her credit for taking the time to do a story on it because, I mean, they did defraud a lot of people. You know, they got a lot of people donating money to Black Lives Matter as an organization, and a lot of that money was usurped for lavish living, you know, living lavishly. And, you know, helping family live more lavish and stuff like that when it should have been going to do more stuff in the community to help the Black Lives Matter as a movement, you know, not just a business.
Well, I mean, my thing of it is they kind of, like I said, and I said this earlier, if Black Lives Matter was really smart, you know what I'm saying, so they can at least have the appearance that they're trying to help the community, they could still have their little houses and all that other stuff. I'm not so mad about that. I mean, I'm mad at the fact that that's what they were trying to do to get where they, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if they could have kept that, and with the money, because man, look, white guilt was a motherfucker. They were rolling in with money.
Right.
So they could have, with that money, they could have built some houses around America. They could have built some houses around America for, like, you know, single mothers that, you know, that are going through some stuff, like some type of housing, some type of program for, like, okay, well, you know, actually have something for, you know, domestic violence or something like that. I mean, especially like, you know, this being a Democratic, you know what I'm saying? Because it being a left type of movement, that's something they could have done.
Yeah.
They could have had that, and that could have been in place, and it could have been, you know, at least it'd have been like, well, okay, they do, you know, some of the people at the top, they got these fancy houses and stuff. Like, okay, like people could be like, okay, I get that. I understand how these organizations work, but at least they did do this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it may not be, they could have done better, but at least they could have done this. They ain't do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's like,
yeah,
come on, man.
It's not too often that I, you know, can agree with something like Candace Owens doing, but, you know, I definitely think she's highlighting something that's important. You know what I mean? You have to, you know, and I think there is two different entities here. You know, you got the Black Lives Matter organization, but then you got the Black Lives Matter as a movement. And I don't see nothing wrong with the movement, but as an organization, yeah, they were dead ass wrong.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm probably gonna check it out just to see, you know, how it goes, and hopefully she does a pretty good job on it. You know, from the trailer I saw, it looked pretty decent.
Yeah.
I was like, all right. But anyway, I just wanted to bring that up. I wanted to mention real quick. Have you? I'm sure you've seen the new Black Panther 2 trailer, right?
I have not. I have not seen the new trailer yet. I've seen, like, I haven't get a chance to really seen it, but go ahead.
No, I was just saying because, I mean, you know, give you a couple more shots in there of what's going on. You know, you get more shots of Namor, the Submariner. You know, you see in the beginning, you see Shuri carrying the actual Black Panther mask during the funeral. She's holding the mask in her arm, and, you know, they give you another shot of whoever is going to be the Black Panther. You know, right as the trailer goes out, you see somebody kind of drop from this long thing, and they, you know, just stand there, and it still looks like it's going to be Shuri, but you get more of a full body shot this time.
Okay.
But a lot of people are still pretty sure it's Shuri because the way her makeup is normally, her ceremonial makeup with the dots everywhere, that's kind of how the Black Panther mask is. It has a lot of dots on it. So It's like, okay, this is her style, so it's got to be her. So it's interesting. You know, I'm excited to see it. and November 11th. So I'm definitely
Yeah, I'm bringing the
ready to
family,
check
son.
it
I'm
out.
bringing
Yeah,
the family, yo.
yeah, man.
Got my, and I got my, my brother-in-law.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I got him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
we ain't, but I just might as well go ahead and say it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna bring him. Brittany, her mom, my mom's and shit.
That's what's up.
Yeah, we're gonna be all decked. The clan gonna be decked out. We're gonna wear the white joints. Everybody gonna be white on white on white on white on white.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna be decked out. We're gonna be with the funerals, and we are here.
Yes, sir.
We are here for the funeral. Too bad, brother.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, be wild and shit.
Yeah, man. I've been binge watching a lot of the old Marvel stuff, like Luke Cage and Jessica Jones and Daredevil and all that stuff, man.
I got to still check out the second season of the Luke Cage.
Yeah.
I just caught up on the Daredevil.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, the new season. And speaking of Daredevil, I was gonna go ahead and talk about She-Hulk.
Yeah, that's why I brought it up, because I was gonna segue that into She-Hulk, because he made an appearance. Now that's one reason I was binge watching the old show, because I caught a little bit of it when it first aired, but I didn't follow through. And so I was like, I wonder how closely related it's gonna be when they bring it to Marvel for the Daredevil Reborn.
Mm-hmm.
I have to admit, the new costume that they do on She-Hulk, they do one of the original colors, the yellow, that they do kind of a golden yellow like he did in the comics, which is cool. But I kind of like the Netflix red and the
black.
The
one.
black, yeah.
Yeah, the black one's like my favorite.
I think the red and the black are my favorite, but the yellow one is cool, just to say we support what happened in the comic book too. But I'd rather see the black and the red. They said they're gonna bring them back though, I think, for the new show.
Yeah.
But so yeah, we can talk about those last couple of episodes. My favorite episode out of the last two was actually not the very final one, the one before that with Frogman.
Yeah.
That was hilarious, man. The whole, rivet and rip it, and did you actually see that?
Oh yeah, my man. Oh yeah, the client. Yeah, because they were trying to. Yeah, they was trying to.
He had the little jet fuel in his boots.
Yeah, and they tried to sue my man for the suit, the designer.
Right, Luke Jacobs or whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was my favorite episode of the whole season, because you got Daredevil, you got the Frogman. That was hilarious for the comedy. Now the finale, it was cool. I mean, I can appreciate what they did with the finale, but I ain't gonna lie, I was one of those people. I wanted a little more action. I was like, yeah, we getting ready to get this final fight scene where we find out everybody who's who and the bad guys, and everybody gets to clash, blah blah blah. And then they was like, nah, we're not gonna do that.
Well, I think that was the whole spoof. I think that was the whole premise of
exactly, and it was.
Yeah,
that's why I said I appreciate what they did, because I mean, they were like, we're not gonna be typical and just go with what you think it should be. We're gonna try to go left and do something this way.
Yeah.
So I can appreciate it, but as a comic book and superhero fan, it's like that's the best part of any of those shows.
Yeah.
Getting to see the action.
The actual climax. Yeah.
So for that reason, I still wanted to see it. I don't hate what they did, but it just kind of left me wondering. So what were your thoughts on the last two episodes?
I thought they was, I would say the whole series. I think because there was a lot of backlash and hate on it. I think one thing I will say, I think if we go back and look at it, we're gonna be like, oh, okay, I understand what they were trying to convey. Because I think it wasn't a whole it wasn't a whole because that's the thing, like you said, the stereotypical like superhero action stuff. It was actually the whole
was a comedy, more so like a sitcom.
Well, it was a sitcom and stuff, but it was actually a commentary about women and what they go through. Like, it ain't just. It's not that. It's like, okay, now she was a professional. She still gets catcalls. She still do this, that, and the third. She's in a profession, and she's still not taken seriously. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, I mean, it's kind of like that thing.
Yeah.
Not to be like dismissive like that. So, But I mean, I think it's more along those lines,
Yeah.
and that's the way they did, why they did what they did. So I mean, like you said, I would say the series for me, as far as like the action and stuff and thing like that, I would give it. I think I would give it maybe like a. I wouldn't necessarily say a 7. I would say probably like a 6.5 because it could have been a little bit more action for me.
Yeah.
For me,
Yeah.
but it wasn't like oh, this shit trash.
Yeah.
I mean, it was still watchable. I think certain aspects of it reminded me of the Scarlet Witch thing. You know,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
certain aspects of it. You know,
I agree.
I mean, yeah, I mean, like I said, I think it was watchable.
Yeah.
It was watchable. It wasn't. I don't think it was. But like I said, I don't think it was like ooh ah.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not, going to be like a lot of those typical people who were mad about some of the CGI not being perfect and all of that. I mean, yeah, stuff like that. I get it, but I was trying to see the overall story arc and where they were going. Little stuff like, oh well, the CGI ain't perfect. That didn't bother me as much, but I get it. Some people, that's more important to them. If it's not perfect, they don't want to see it.
Yeah, CGI was a little rough though.
Yeah, it was.
But that didn't take. Yeah,
it was definitely noticeable.
Yeah.
But it wasn't enough for me to say, oh, they screwed it up. I don't want to watch anymore. You know what I mean? I wasn't on that level. But overall, I do think it's a good show, and I mean, I'm kind of right there with you. I would give it somewhere between a 6 and a 7. I'd probably lean more towards 7, because they did have a couple of good scenes with action. They also had some good guest appearances, and you could tell it's leading into something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
I think that's what it is. I think that whole show is filler.
Right.
And I think that's what it. Yeah, and I think people aren't really used to that. They're usually like,
right.
Man, let's get it. Sorry about that.
No.
Yeah, let's get in there and let's just beat ass and blah blah blah.
Right. So yeah, she she definitely has a decent enough show to watch for me.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are wondering if we're going to get a World War Hulk movie. I feel like we are. I know we're getting a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Is it going to be World War Hulk, or is it just going to be another like Incredible Hulk type movie?
Well, that's another thing too, because they're probably going to have to explain that whole gap with, what I'm saying, like when he was going into space and he brought his son down.
I feel like that's going to happen in another show though.
Yeah.
I feel like that's going to happen in a Disney Plus show. Like he'll make an appearance somewhere else, Ironheart or one of those. And, it'll be explained, and that'll help us know where the World War Hulk movie will be going.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's just my guess, that he's going to make an appearance somewhere else, and then it'll be explained there, because they left it way too open.
Yeah.
And if anybody has not seen this last episode, we kind of throwing some spoilers out there, so I'm going to go ahead and warn you. If you don't want to hear no spoilers, go ahead and move away now. But, he had... he introduces his son Scar at the end of the show, which was kind of funny because he didn't really have any dialogue. So I was like, okay, cool. We always wondered if he was going to do that, since he went to Sakaar, and everybody was like, okay, he must be going because of his son, because that's how it was in the comics. And he does introduce him, but then there's no dialogue, and the son's looking kind of weird because he's got this weird haircut.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, what's happening here? Y'all creating more questions than y'all answering. So that's why I'm like, okay, it's so many questions that people have. Is there a female, that's still in the picture for his mother? Because I know in the comics, I think the mom dies or whatever, giving birth.
Hell, she probably did. Man, shit, you see those?
He split her in half.
Hell yeah, he probably shit. That uterus destroyed.
When he busted that nut,
shit, that uterus is gone.
That's what he yelled out when he busted that nut.
Scar! Shit, that shit was.
But yeah, I'm anxious to see where they go with that. I don't think they should go straight into the World War whole movie. I think we need, like you said, some more answers on like a Disney Plus show or something like that. Maybe he can show up in the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special, because they're supposed to be doing a Christmas special in another month or two. And, you know, like we got Black Panther Wakanda Forever coming up. So, you know, it could be anything. I'm wondering, this is what I've been wondering. Nobody seems to be talking about it, but if they're doing T'Challa's funeral in this movie, are we going to get Avengers at this funeral? You know what I mean? I know we got Ironheart, Riri Williams coming into the picture, but it's like, you know, for them to lose somebody as big as him, are they not going to be there? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It seems like that's only right. So for me, that would be dope if they were there, and maybe that was kind of some filler conversation about Hulk and his son and all of that, you know, all the stuff that's been going on. So that's what I'm hoping for. I mean, I pretty much know where the direction of the movie's going, you know what I mean? So, but, you know, I'm just wondering, is that going to be a part of it? That's my big question that nobody seems to be talking about. But, you know, I don't know, man. I'm ready for it, though. I was going to say we can talk about Kanye, but we already kind of talked about that.
Well, we can go back to talking to Kanye a little bit. More so Charleston White. Basically, so Charleston White defends Kanye West, and you know he actually been going at T.I. and Boosie.
Right, T.I. and his son, and
Boosie. And Boosie and stuff. I mean,
he was talking junk about T.I.'s son, boy.
Dude. But my thing of it is, it did like T.I. was like, man, y'all did not help me to rectify the situation.
You know,
so horrible.
Expeditiously. Y'all was supposed to help me expeditiously in this situation.
It's a horrible T.I.
Right.
Horrible T.I. accent.
Hey,
but the thing of it is now, I want to shout out more. I think it's more King Rap, because he actually did like a little commentary on it.
Okay.
I kind of plugged into it yesterday, and you can tell this man's a young man, but he brought up some points. It's like, you know, these people, these celebrities that we have now, like, they don't really stand up for anything. Right. I mean, they've been, you know, like what does, I mean, I don't have no problem with Bootsy. I don't have no problem with T.I., but really what they stand for. Right. You know what I'm saying? And the thing of it is, it's like, you know, T.I. try to be all this, you know, I'm this, that, and the third, and I'm bad with the guns and stuff. But the thing of it is, 21 Savage even came out and called you. Shout out my man 21. He was like, look, you gonna be OG. Right. But here you are doing the 1-800 crime stopping joint. Exactly. Like, come on, man. Yeah. Come on. And then with the son situation, like, and that's something I actually talked with Brittany about. It's like, we don't have, that's our problem. We set these people up to be celebrities. We, you know what I'm saying? Or, well, maybe we don't set them up. They give, just like I said earlier, they give you your hero, they give you your villain. Yeah. So the people they give us, we set them up. Right. The people they give us. Yeah. Absolutely. So, like, and the thing of it is, if you had some type of integrity, especially when his son was up there attacking people that work at the Waffle House, who are working for, you know, regardless if you respect them or not, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say respect, like them or not, they working, they got jobs, they doing stuff for their families. Right. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Instead of you saying, oh, you better than them and da-da-da-da-da. No, what you need to say, like, son, listen, these people work. They work, you know, they don't have the type of lives like me and you have. Right, this ain't normal. This, you know. Yeah, these people work, they work hard. Don't go after these cooks and things like that. And if you do, and if I find out about it, I'm gonna do something about it. Right. That's what the conversation should be, because that's bringing, look, you know, you may not like this, they may not give you the best service, but don't disrespect them. These people work hard to get your meal. And that's another thing too. I would at least on the line say, yeah, don't fuck with people that'll mess up your food. Because, yeah, people that make your food fuck it up.
Right.
And I mean, like, not necessarily like fuck it, but like put some shit in there and you be gone or you be sick.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you always treat people with respect, especially people that handle your food. But that's the thing, man. Like, you don't have the integrity. And the thing of it is, T.I. is supposed to be smart. I think he was actually supposed to be a psychology major.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he actually graduated. I forgot but he actually got a degree in psychology. But the thing of it is, like, you should be saying, like, look, you know what I'm saying? And the thing of it is, now I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he did say that stuff. Maybe that was just, like, again, this is the thing. They give you your heroes, they give you your villains. So maybe they took a clip and just said, you know, he was saying all that stuff. Maybe when he got behind closed doors, he telling the stuff that I'm saying now.
Right.
But yeah, man, with Charleston White pulling them out and calling them out like that and bringing the fight. And this is another thing too. Someone made a good point on this. It's like Charleston White wasn't as big as T.I. T.I. is a recording artist,
right,
actor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But now, yeah,
allegedly.
So now what you did, you took this man that was here. You here. So this man is like here. Now you brought this man to your level.
Right.
You came down to his level and he just rose up.
Yeah. Exactly.
So like, come on, man. Like that don't make sense.
Yep.
You should have just ignored it and be like, you know. But now he's like over there talking about y'all didn't help me to rectify the situation of, you know, just going up and causing the community. And just like I want to again, you know, that's one thing that my man, the Moores guy said on the show. It's like, okay, you needed help with Charleston White, but the girl on stage telling jokes about you rushed her off the stage.
Yeah, you got all on her.
You got on her, but you didn't go out. You didn't go after him.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
That's an attestament to your character. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You're quick to go after the female who you don't like. But yeah, now you need help.
Yeah. But it help, you know what I'm saying, to rectify the situation.
Right. You're supposed to be so gangster.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You're the king of the South.
Yeah, you can't do that. And yeah, I mean, my thing of it is this. It's like, dude, you're I think he's in our age bracket, a little bit older than me. I think he's more your age, not the, you know. But the thing of it is, like, man, you can't be moving like that. You need to just, y'all should be chilling.
Yeah.
Y'all should be chilling. The age bracket y'all as men, we should be chilling and should be trying to work on building stuff up for the next generation, the future. And I think that's what it is. I think Charleston White is trying to clean this up a little bit because it's like, come on, you don't see white men acting like this, like that.
I mean,
they might, but you don't see it.
Yeah, you don't.
And they don't, and they're not, and you know what I'm saying, they don't put their business out there like that.
Yeah.
And it's just, but now it's out and everybody's like, ooh, what they gonna do? What they gonna do? You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy.
Yep. But yeah, man, and I mean, the only thing I'll say, when it comes to, I've been more so thinking about T.I.'s son and this whole thing. That's the part I don't really care for the way his son, behaves and acts, and how he and how T.I. deals with him, because I mean the son seems to be very reckless, not only in his behavior but also in his speaking.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, it just seems like parents are not parenting the way they used to.
No.
It's almost like a complete 180 from what our parents, used to do. We got the tough love parents who, you know, even though we hated the fact that we was always getting our ass whooped because we did something wrong, once we grew up, we realized it was tough love, and we realized why they did it. Now parents are, well, I don't wanna be so hard on my kid. He's been through a lot. You know, he's in the 6th grade and everything is so hard in school and the kids are mean, and we had all that shit.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I still had to deal with my parents when I came home. And I feel like parents are just not parents like they used to be.
Nope.
We're so busy trying to, you know,
well, I will say this too, because like I had a conversation. Like I told you, I was looking for a car because of my situation with my truck, and that's one thing we were talking about. I was like, man, I'm looking for a manual. Man, these kids, it's like kids don't even know how to drive no more. I said,
right.
Well, the problem, the kids that coming up, those kids were kids when they had their kids.
Right.
And that's exactly. I think a lot of the, because a lot of the stuff, like you said, the parents and stuff, they did, they taught their kids stuff. And then too, the way the economy is with working, you know what I'm saying? Like you got to work so many hours just to get a little bit. And it's like they make you focus on work that you don't really have time to really input anything with your kids. So, I mean, it's not completely their fault. Yeah, they do have the parents do have some, especially in T.I.'s case. Yeah, they definitely have some more. They definitely have better. Need to do more better for parenting.
Yeah.
But as far as what I'm saying, it ain't completely all their fault. Especially like working class.
Of course.
Now, like I said, T.I.'s case, that's a reflection of him.
Yep.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean, that's all I wanted to say on that, so we can kind of move on, as far as topics. I did want to mention something that I forgot to mention earlier. I didn't really have this on my list, but you know how we went to the New York State of Mind tour, so Wu-Tang and Nas, speaking of that, got my shirt on, coincidentally, we both rocking the Wu, just coincidental. But yes, sir. You remember how I was telling you, lately on some of the tour dates, they've been bringing out special guests like, Method Man been on the tour a little bit more. They brought in Redman. So they had another stop.
Oh.
It made me really upset. So this time, not only was Method Man there, they also brought out Redman, LL Cool J, 4321. I was like, are you fucking kidding me, my nigga? We missed 4, 3, 2, 1. They did the whole shit. The only thing, they didn't have none of the other people there, but they
didn't have
all
X.
3 of their verses.
Yeah, they didn't have X and Cannabis
like,
and Master P. They should call Master P.
Right.
Let me hear you say, this ain't no motherfucking P. Oh man,
I was crazy. Like, are you kidding me? We missed that 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that would have been crazy.
Yeah, man.
That was all over the map.
Yeah, I was so mad when I saw that. But yep, LL made a stop on one of the tours, and they did the joint, man. So, but anyway, but it's a dope concert, man. I recommend anybody go see it. So it's 2 heavyweights. You got Wu, you got Nas. But before we wrap up,
speaking of the whole one thing, going back to Kanye West. Do you catch what Willie D said about Kanye West?
I did not.
He said that basically his mom killed himself. His mom killed herself because she found out that she was raised in a coconut.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
And it's not looking good.
Wow.
Because a lot of people in Chicago are upset about that shit.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Because, the thing of it is, like, someone was explaining, like, Donda, she had, like, a lot of powerful friends. Like, a lot of people like Donda.
Okay.
And for him to say that, like to bring her in it. You know what I'm saying? To bring her in it. But that it was just like, yeah, it was kind of reckless. But I gotta give him respect in the sense of like, hey, I'm standing on it, I'm standing by it. But it's just bad taste. And again, it's like, and he's talking about, how Kanye West and them are bad with the community. Well, you just prove right there that you're kind of along with it too, because like you're name calling and you doing this and bringing someone else and moms in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, it's just
that's wild right there.
It's
man.
kind of bad.
I was not expecting that.
Yeah, it's kind of bad.
I'm gonna have to go check that out. Willie D, that's deep.
Yeah, man. So, and I think last time we talked about the whole DJ Academic thing, which I think he got caught with like talking some shit to his girlfriend again or something like that. It just happened recently. But anyway.
I don't know.
But, you talking about LL, LL was one of the first to kind of had like a little sit down and, talk. Surprisingly enough, there was someone else that kind of got at Academics. Not only just Academics, Vlad, 21 Jumper, and something else.
Oh, yeah? Who was that?
And he's kind of a new school rapper. Well, he ain't new school now, but he's still, for us. Soulja Boy Tell 'em.
What? Not Soulja Boy.
Soulja Boy.
Wow.
And you know what? I respect it.
Okay.
Because he was saying that these publications wanted the feds. And so every time he got on them platforms, something happens. And then on top of that, like, he's like every time, like, going back to Bootsy again, Bootsy get on there, something, he goes to jail or something like that.
Right.
So he's like, but what happened is that they put all this commentary on his about his concert, that there was like low ticket and something like that. They were trying to slander him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know why they were doing, especially like someone like Soulja Boy. I don't think he put any dirt or anything on them or anything like that. He went to their platform. Matter of fact, him, Lord Jamal, probably the one that jumped off, especially with DJ Vlad, jumped off their platforms.
Oh, okay.
Like no one was really checking into them until they got on there.
That's true. Very true.
So with that, and it's like, this is the motherfucking thing. I feel like, cause it's one thing, you know what I'm saying? The publications and stuff, they try to make it, they try to make him like he wasn't this. And it's one thing to like dislike his music, especially as a fan, like someone from the hip hop as a fan, saying like, oh, I don't really go for that. That's not my cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? If you go on like we go on a podcast and say your disdain about it, that's one thing. But you, a powerful publication, and you coming up and saying some shit, just to, you know what I'm saying, just to mess with their money and mess with their tour. Yeah, that's not cool. I understand. Like I said, I understand why he was upset. I respect the fact that he's upset. But this is what I got to thinking about, and I think I shared it in the Lost in Thought. I think I put it in the Lost in Thought. But anyway, that was one thing I was saying. Like, I think if Soulja Boy and Ice-T get together and pretty much go against these guys, oh man, that would be beautiful.
Oh yeah,
because that's what we need. Like someone like Soulja Boy that's kind of representing a new, the new style.
Yeah,
and a new way of doing things with the old school heads. Going against like Vlad and DJ Academics, and DJ Academics already got his little butt tied, talking to with the whole Dusty comment.
Right.
So with this, yeah, it looks bad, which I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I'm loving it, man. So yeah, it's just, but yeah, I just kind of found that interesting. I meant to, bring that up, but yeah, it's just, but yeah, I understand because it's like, dude, like that's uncalled for. Like my man, like I said, it's one thing to like dislike him, but not to like, I'm gonna use my influence to make other people not like him and not go to the show. Like that's fucked up.
Right. Very fucked up. But yeah. But yeah, I guess we can. I have one more thing I want to talk about real quick before we go out, which was the BET Hip Hop Awards.
Yep.
I know you said you didn't get to see it, but
I didn't get a chance to see it. I did hear about the Loud Records tribute. I did.
Yeah.
I wanted to see that.
So yeah, it was pretty good. I have to give it to them. They did a lot of performances where you got to see some of your favorite artists. It wasn't all about these just young new school artists. We actually got a performance by Nori. What it was is one of the new school artists used his beat from Homeboy. I came to party.
Oh, the Nothing joint.
Yeah, Nothing. Yeah.
Him working with Neptunes was awesome, man.
So one of the new school artists used that beat, and to pay tribute while the new school artist was doing his song, they brought Nori out to do a verse.
Yeah.
And so it was a new and the old at the same time. It was like kind of dope. Got to see Nori. A lot of young kids probably don't really know much about him, so this was good. Also, we got a performance by the Clips.
Okay.
We got Pusha T and his brother. You know what I mean? So that was dope. They did like maybe 3 songs.
Okay.
We also got from the Loud Records tribute, we got Havoc. He doing a Quiet Storm with Little Kim. Him and Little Kim was out there.
Okay.
So that was dope. You know what I mean? We also got Dead Prez. We got a performance by them. We had M.O.P., Remy Ma, Fat Joe. They all was on the stage.
Oh yeah, Busta Rhymes on there too.
I can't remember. I don't think Busta Rhymes was there.
That remix, the Annie Up remix. They had to do that.
I think they played the beat, but he didn't come out. Yeah. We had David Banner and Little Flip. They did their song.
They was on Loud?
I think so, yeah, because they were part of their performance.
Yeah, I did not know that.
They did like a pimp song.
Yeah. Get down on the float.
Yeah. So that beat always was so dope to me. And then we had my man Project Pat. He performed 3 6 Mafia.
All right.
And finally, we also got a performance by Wu-Tang because they were so loud.
Of course.
So, that's what really helped the BET Hip Hop Awards for me, because it was like, I don't want to always just see these young kids who I never heard of, and, they all sound so cookie cutter sometimes. I'm like, I just need some variety. So the fact that we got some of the pioneers of the 90s style and all that kind of stuff really helped me. Now, the ciphers wasn't that great.
Okay, obviously.
I think they only did 2 ciphers, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
One of them had one of my favorites, Cy Rock. She was on one, but the rest of them were people I didn't really know.
Mm-hmm.
And they were just like, you don't sound that great. And then they did a battle with, what you call it?
The DJ battle?
The underground hip hop battle.
Okay.
The Smack battle.
Oh, okay.
So they had 2 artists who went up against each other who were supposed to be heavyweights in the underground battle league, and that was pretty good. So, but it was really just good to see people like, Remy Ma on stage again, and, the Clips doing their thing again. Still sound like they just came out, you know what I mean? Because they still sound exactly the same. They did Grinding and a couple other songs. So that's what really helped me, like, okay, this I can appreciate. When it's a healthy mixture, even though most of it was from the Loud tribute, some of it wasn't, you know what I mean? Some of it wasn't. So
yeah,
I feel like they should do, if they're really smart, they should always try to incorporate some of those classic performances from people like that, Busta Rhymes or Nas or somebody, just to say, y'all new kids ain't the only ones doing it big, you know what I mean? And then I think if they really want to get the ciphers going really good, they should do like different types of ciphers, like the freshman cipher, the pioneer cipher, the '90s cipher. You know what I mean? Shit like that. If
I
you really
remember
did
that.
shit like that, people would fucking tune the hell in, man, because you got a little something for everybody. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's just my thought. But, you know, I know you didn't get to see it. Trina got the I Am Hip Hop Award. So that was cool for her. Yeah. I mean, you know, I think they were just looking for somebody to give it to. I mean, you know, she had a lot of classics, you know what I mean? But I don't know. You know, BET ain't run by BET anymore. You know what I mean? So they just going to give it to somebody. Right.
Wet.
WET. But, and then they did another DJ Cassidy Pass the Mic thing. That was dope.
Okay.
That was dope. Because you got a lot of people on that. You got the locks with that one. So we got Kiss, Styles, you know, Sheik, and a whole bunch of other people. So I meant to share that with you.
That's another thing too. Who was it? Jada, Cameron, and Mace was for the tour together.
Yeah, I think Mace was on this one too.
Yeah. You know, him and Mace and Puffy up there fighting.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so they pulled a lot of them dates, man. Yeah, so yeah.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to say, you know, for the BET Hip Hop Awards, you know. Did you want to drop anything else before we sign it off?
Nah, I think that's it. Let's get this grub, man.
All right, man. We're going to go eat and, you know, man, enjoy the rest of our day. Thank y'all for checking us out. This has been episode 222.
222.
Triad Hip Hop Podcast.
222. We got an answer machine that will talk to you. It goes, hey, how you doing? Sorry you can't get through. Why don't you leave your name and your number, and I'll get back to you.
Yo, check it. Well, yeah, man. So yeah, don't forget also hit the buttons, like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe. Brothers and sisters,
who more senses a tingle?
The tingle. Boy, that's the funniest shit to me. Anyway, for Triad Hip Hop Podcast, this is your man Kurt, and this is
Howie.
We'll see y'all next time, all right?
Peace.